Big with Agus Fáilte tá an Airnach Woodworkers Diary, and today it's a beautiful sunny afternoon, 21st of May. I was supposed to go fishing this morning, a very good friend of mine, Gary Walsh, but I was just too unwell, couldn't make the fishing trip. So, bit of a disappointment now today that I couldn't make a fishing trip, but on the positive, I'm feeling much better now in the afternoon. So that's how the day started out. But I have to say, I have just had the most amazing week. The most amazing week. And last week actually I started because I had an amazing week last week as well. And that a friend of mine, Brian O'Donnell, had drove all the way from North Dublin to come up and visit me. And I wasn't expecting it, and I have to say, we had a blast. An old building site carpenter chum, and talking about the old days, I suppose. But anyway, cut a long story short, that was the start of last week. And this week, what happened this week was, sorry, I'm going to sit on my little stool here. So what happened this week was, I decided I was going to find my first employer, Tom. And lo and behold, I headed out for a little place called Kibera Avenue. He lives in a little place called Ashington Heath. And I knocked at this door. I seen a black Jeep outside, and I knocked at the door and there was no answer. And I was driving down the road, and thankfully there was a lovely neighbour there. I said to him I was looking for Tom. And he said, "Tom's probably in there." He said, "We could go down and answer the door. But if he sees the daughter," he said, "I'll ask the daughter, you know." So I bobbed off and got myself a bit of lunch. And on the way back, the man stopped me and said, "By the way," he said, "I spoke to his daughter. He's in there. He's expecting you." And I arrived up, knocked at the door, and I might as well have been looking at that man 30 plus years ago. The man hasn't changed, apart from getting a little bit older, he hasn't changed a bit. Still the same Tom I remember many moons ago. Anyway, that made my week. Spent about an hour with Tom, had a bit of a banter, and gave him a little gift. A thank you. That's nothing more. It's something as simple as two little words. Thank you. And that honestly made my week. I have to be honest with you, that honestly made my week. And it's something I'm starting now. So every Tuesday I'm going to bob off and meet someone. You know, or they'll come down to me. But I think if I can do it, if I could do it once a week, and the whole exercise behind, by the way, getting out is to get out of the house. You know, the last couple of years I've been kind of housebound, and it's not good for you. So I got into the car and I drove to Dublin, and didn't know what it is. Anyway, guys, that's how an amazing week starts. Started on a high, and of course, you know, you get your results, you get two tests and whatever else, and that went very well. So, yeah, listen, take the positives while you can, pal. Take the positives while you can. That's what my wife keeps telling me. Take the positives, and this week was a positive. And it's a Sunday afternoon. My sons are upstairs skimming that attic. Sean the Chippy and young Reese. And they're after doing a power of work here, an absolute power of work, and I'm probably the proudest father in Ireland, to be honest with you. Like, you know, the fact that my sons have given up their time to get this house sorted, and yeah, I'm definitely the proudest father in Ireland, I can tell you that much. Between, you know, Owen Owen's the real driving force. Owen pushes it through. Whether I like it or not, it's been pushed through. Matthew came, and Matthew's been here for the last 3 weeks, and the poor devil gets all the terrible jobs. he doesn't complain. And Reese and Sean, they kind of tackle all the roofing and the plastering and all the bits and pieces like that. So look, you know, and Kieran was here. Kieran plumbed up the bathroom again. The bathroom's up and running now upstairs, and so Kieran done the plumbing. And yeah, there was a power walk done here this week, and yeah, I'm the proudest man in Ireland. I tell you much, I'm the proudest man in Ireland. These boys are pulling their weight and pulling through, and whatever it takes to get this place finished, these guys are doing it, like, you know. So, like it's been an amazing week, and the top off my amazing week was I got some tills delivered. Okay, and I'll just show you this first. Anyway, this is right, a Norris style hand plane. Now these Norris style hand planes date back to 1800, like, you know, so it could be 1875, it could be, you know, 1880. And the reason I was chasing a hand plane like this is because I'm building the High Boy, and you'll see it very soon. And I wanted to use as many 18th century tools as I can. And so this little bad boy here will be getting used. Now, I'm not into restoration. I don't have time for that stupid carry-on, polishing and buffing, and get the blade sharp, make sure the sole is working, and use the bloody thing. That's what they're designed for. It's not for your China cabinet. Anyway, we'll talk about this in a minute. The second thing I got was the Vintage Tool Patch. They're very proud, like, you know. And they ran this little competition. And Ryan Powell sent me this beautiful burnisher. It really is a beautiful burnisher with, it appears to be a Purple Heart handle. And I'm so looking forward to using this burnisher on my card scraper. Okay. And then the other thing I done was, obviously Ryan sent me a lovely letter. I mean, he truly is a gentleman, by the way. I mean, I can't say enough about Ryan. He really is a true gentleman. And Lee Patchell as well. Lee Patchell is he's a lovely man. You know, he's always answering. Very good. And then we got these, I don't know what the hell happened here. I won these or something, or made a donation. I made a donation to a cancer charity. Not much, I don't know what. I don't even know how long ago. This is last Christmas. And I'm after receiving these beautiful tools for the brace, and they need to be sharpened and the whole lot, and I'll do a little video on it, but this is a countersink for the brace, and I'm so looking forward to using them. Like, honestly, thanks very much, Ryan Powell, if you're watching. I'm really chuffed with what you sent me over. And it shows you how nice these people are, by the way, because Chris Goodwin, he's the guy that sold this particular London Makers hand plane, and it's a beauty. What more can I say? It really is a beauty. So I'm so looking forward to getting this little thing up and running. And then last but not least, I won this set of, I didn't win them, I won the bid. I think it was £25 sterling, and I got this lovely set of Firmer chisels. Now, it just says made in Sheffield. It doesn't actually give a name of the brand of chisel it is. It just says made in Sheffield. But I have to say they're a lovely chisel, and I just wanted to pick a set of these up because, you know, you have your paring chisels, you have your general chisels, and you have your bevel edge chisels, and now I have a set of firmer chisels. And I think it's great to have like the individual sets, and you could use them for. Now I suppose you could use these firmer chisels more for mortising if you wanted, because they are fairly hefty little chisels. But I'm very impressed with what I got, and I'm delighted I purchased them, to be honest with you. It appears the handles have been, they're new handles on it, but I don't know who made them, but they didn't do a great job on it. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Anyway, that's a lovely set of chisels there. There's no indication or marks, or there's nothing on the box to say who made the wood chisels. But like again, a box of firmer chisels, a burnisher, and this lovely set of bits for a brace, and this lovely hand plane here. And like honestly, I can't say enough about, you know, it's honestly, it's lovely. There's loads of meat left on that iron there, tons of meat left on it. Could probably do a proper good grind maybe, but it is sharp. I mean, like it's for an old tool, it's quite sharp. There's no name on it. That's the only thing. There's no name. It's just stamped London. Maybe, I don't know, but maybe I'll do a very, very, very light restoration on it. We'll clean it up maybe a little bit, but I'm more on the functionality of it, you know, and the fact that this, I hope this hand plane will work that bit better than the Stanleys, because the Stanleys I have, I'm not complaining about the Stanleys are a good hand plane, but they just don't perform very well, to be honest with you. And that's why I have Veritas hand planes, and I use the Veritas more than I'd use the Veritas more than I'd use the other ones, you know. Anyway guys, that's what the Sunday is all about. As you can see, I'm in the temporary workshop. I have a bench here, I have the mortise machine, I have a bandsaw, I have the table saw somewhere over there, sanding machine. Anyway, we have about 75% of the stuff down here. There's still a lot of stuff upstairs, and it's that small stuff. It's that small stuff that takes so goddamn long to bring down. But anyway, we're going to get through it. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'm going to do another little chit chat video. There'll just be chit chat videos over the next week or two or so till I get the workshop up and running. I have a couple of interesting chit chat videos actually. Well, I think they're interesting. You guys probably don't, because some of my videos only get very small viewing. So, but look, I can't make it like that. If he's like it, just like it. If he's don't, just don't. But the only thing you'll get here in my channel is you'll get the honest truth about, you know, general woodwork. So, like I come from a roofing background, roofing, first fixing, second fixing, kind of construction background, and then the cabinet making that's just a hobby, a passion, something I love doing. And while I'm unwell at the moment, it keeps me occupied and takes your mind off other things. And I again have so many projects to do. I mean, my head is buzzing. My head is buzzing. I have a cabinet over there that I had my hand planes in, and my wood chisels and all my tools, and I'm taking it apart. I made it too narrow. I need to widen it. It needs to be at least 350mm wide in order to make proper use of the space. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to order ply tomorrow and get this stripped out and get that cabinet going. And while I'm at it then, I'll make the two side cheeks for it and we'll work the cabinets in between. So I'm kind of going to work on a tool cabinet over the next few weeks. And I'm also going to work on a tool chest, a Benjamin Seaton type tool chest. Probably not the correct one, but I'll be working on that type of basis because the Veritas tools, the hand tools, they can't be just left in a damp shed. So they need to be in the a locked kind of cabinet. And I think the Benjamin Seaton type cabinet will be probably best suited to keep the moisture at bay. And there's other things you can do too. You can treat them, put grease or wax or whatever you want on your hand planes. But I use turtle wax, the car body stuff. And you get an awful lot of complaints about that, by the way. People come saying, oh, the silica this, the silica that. It's full of rubbish. You know, if you're using them hand tools, and after the first couple of hand planes, that silica's gone. You're protecting the sides. You're just protecting it. Once the sole is in contact, the sole really shouldn't rust. But it just gives it a protective layer. Anyway, guys, I just thought I'd share a really, really, really good week. Really, take the wins. That's my wife keeps telling me, take the wins, and this week was a winner. And I'm so looking forward to next week, guys. So, from an Irish woodworker story, I'm Phil Gaynor. We'll see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.